Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, and as far as you can see I'm playing Way of the Hunter, and but before let's hop into the continuation of the life-size moose that I'm sculpting. And as far as you can see I'm proceeding with the sculpting of the antlers, and I decided to do these antlers quite symmetric for now, because I will take a mold of these antlers to preserve the whole sculpting process and the whole form that I'm shaping here, since I don't want to do this sculpting again and again. And I will use it as base for the future sculptings, and I will modify these antlers according to the needs of the shape of the antlers that I will take out of this mold in the future. So this will be just a base shape basically, and I decided to take inspiration from life-size footages and also from Way of the Hunter reference images that I'm making and I was taking during the gameplay. And here you can see the full-blown shape of these antlers, and in the future videos we will proceed with the further sculpting of this huge moose that I'm making. And I decided to go with the basic shape, as I told you, because the final piece will get some custom modifications, so it won't be the same all the antlers that I'm making. And yeah, so probably you figured out by now that this moose that I'm making won't be the only one that I'm making, and it will be more. And that's why I will take also a huge full body cast mold of this moose and antlers too. And it will be the subject of the future videos, what we will pull off with this mold, and how we will modify it and make it to probably use it for some other species too. I know it sounds weird, but this is how I used to do my sculpting process and save time and materials basically. And yeah, so this is the stage that I proceeded, and this is the stage that I'm at with the life-size moose sculpture, and it will be the future content of the future videos. And let's hop into Way of the Hunter, and this is the first series, folks. And I played very long time ago this map, Transylvania, and fortunately I didn't open it while the game was broken basically with the herd management, because at one point the genetics of the herds were messed up by one of the updates. And fortunately with the latest updates this was fixed, and my map basically stayed untouched on Transylvania. And I'll be curious if it's the same situation on other maps too. And I came here in Lalele Fields basically on this part of the map, and as far as you can see from my YouTube channel, I'm also playing this on mobile. And I was curious if the same herds are on both versions of the map, and I checking both on mobile and PC my herds on the same spot. And as far as you can see, I'm stumbling upon like 3 or 4 herds in this area that are yielding high level specimens. And I'm so glad that I'm having these 5 stars on the map. And it seems that this one is not as aged yet, and tracking the age of the animals, it's a little bit harder in this first iteration of the game, and this is what makes it more challenging and interesting. And probably the second one will receive option where we can tailor it more like Way of the Hunter 1, and that would be so fun and so retro basically and classical, because this game is becoming a classic, folks, at least for me. And this is the comparison for me for Way of the Hunter 2 as it's progressing, and hopefully the direction will be aimed toward this first game, because this first game was one of a kind, and this is how he could stand out and distance himself for all the hunting games that are out on the market. And I won't mention the other titles because I don't want to compare them, since each title it's unique in its own way. But folks, as far as you can see on my channel, this is the only game that caught my attention, and because of the high artistic and realistic quality that it provides for the user, and the high quality of entertainment and recreational value basically. And this is the most important for me. And for some reason, folks, I cannot play other games as I did before, and I'm stuck with these hunting games. It's very chilling, very relaxing, and although I do not hunt in the real life and I do not condone hunting, Although hunting is a very important life of today's management of the ecosystems and animals, as far as we can see, especially regarding the poaching and all the environmental impact that we have to deal with, because it seems that nature is overrun by these problems that humans created. And at least we can do this activity in these hunting games, and the Way of the Hunter series is probably the only one for now that providing this realistic hunting experience and recreational nature walking basically. And it's very very close to me because I live here off grid in bear country in the forest, and that's why it's very very kind for me, especially this map Transylvania, because it's very very authentic, although it could have some twists regarding animal additions. And I would like to see on the Transylvania map some European bison, lynx and capercaillie. This would make this map very very shine and stand out, same as Nesper's Valley was standing out when received the mountain lion and the turkey. And yeah, as far as you can see folks, this herd is very very interesting and very very high level genetics, but I can tell that somewhere here is lying a bull probably that it's worth to take out. And these 3-star matures are very very deceiving folks. And fortunately in Way of the Hunter 1 there was this antler system made by the developers, handmade basically, and this is how we can distinguish the animals. And we don't really need the star rating system. You can play it on the hardest mode and still make progress without making too much mistakes. And although I still making mistakes in this game selecting animals which needs to be taken off the map, but I'm pretty much familiar now which ones has to be taken off. And this will be the case right now, and we will take off this 3-star mature one, because I have this feeling that he has to go, and until we have this 5-star one on the map, hopefully he will spawn back with a higher percentage of genetics, or why not, maybe a rare one. And folks, this is what I'm missing from the second title, and although it's in early access, probably it's too early to say, but it's missing this wow effect that Way of the Hunter 1 has, and also the rares are very very lacking on the second one, at least in my gameplay. And I remember during the demo probably they made the count of the rares higher. And let's see if we are able to take down this mature one with this bow hunting method. And I have to keep the hunting sense on, because I'm still figuring out how the bows are working in this game. And I know it sounds weird because I'm playing quite a lot, but it's always challenging to see the shot placement when you turn on the hunting sense and you are about to aim and shot, and then you turn on the hunting sense and it shows you that you were probably would take a bad shot. And this would happen in this game. In this case also probably I would have missed quite a lot this shot if I wouldn't check with the hunting sense. And this is how I learn, and this is how I adjust my skills in this game, by having this hunting skill turned on and off. And yeah, this is what's missing from the second title folks. Unfortunately it's a huge circle for now, the hunting sense, and it doesn't help that much in shot placement and learning and whatnot. And fortunately they will change it back to the Way of the Hunter 1, and also looks very cheap and very generic, unreal thing, that hunting sense in the second title. And also the grass folks, it should be changed in the second title. And yes, I'm complaining again because as far as you can see here on this first title, the environment and the tailored assets are making this game stand out and distance themselves from other titles. And yeah, so let's see what we managed to pull off regarding herd management. And as far as I can see, yeah, so it was a long shot, and it could be a hard shot if I would have aimed better, but at least we got a full long shot it seems, and it was quite a proper run. And this is only the basic arrow, and folks, it's very weird with this basic arrow. You can take any animal with any tier from 1 up to the highest tier, and you will still get the highest hunting rating by some reason. And yeah, so we will see in the second title how they will adjust this and how they will take care of the bow hunting. And yes folks, so it seems that we didn't with a big mistake. It was a 66%er, and this 3 star rating was very deceiving. And in this case, and you can see from the antlers, you can tell that how you can call these animals off the map. And yeah, so this is it folks for today's video. And as far as you can see, this is where I found these 5 stars, and all these herds are dwelling with 5 stars and rares. And this will be the future contents and of course the progression of the moves. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.